welcome to the vlog. Oh. And that's right, we have some feeding going on over at the Reptarium, but things are a little bit different today. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I work hard, I work long hours, maybe more than anyone that I know, but you know, family time is important and friend time is important as well. So normally it'll take me about 4 to 5 hours to feed everything at the Reptarium, but today, Lori has the day off. Everyone else has a day off except for Eric that's doing some feeding next door, and I have to be home at about 1 o'clock. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning, so that gives me about 3 hours to finish up here, wrap up, drive home, get everything done. So realistically, I have about 2 hours to feed the entire Reptarium or I'm gonna get killed. Lori told me if I am not home, she is literally going to kill me. So the challenge today is, can I feed this entire place in about half the time that I normally do? Wish me luck, or I might be getting divorced. Okay, next up is Night Fury. Whoa! Oh my gosh, I was paying attention to just getting the shot and I almost literally got bit in the face. I tell you what, he was just so hyped up that he came right out. What an amazing steak. And you know, it's kind of funny because it's a bummer I have to rush through things. You know, most of the time when you're caring for animals, you're cleaning cages and watering and cleaning glass and all that kind of mundane stuff. So feeding is kind of like the payoff. It's the funnest part, besides breeding, of course, because I love breeding and hatching and all that type of stuff. But I really do enjoy feeding. So oftentimes I'm sitting down just kind of watching them eat, because I think it's absolutely amazing. But today I have to just power through and get everything fed as quickly as I can because I've got to keep Lori happy. You know what I mean? That old saying, happy wife, happy life. Rodents getting fed today. We're gonna have to feed all the bug eaters as well. So we're gonna go ahead and feed Nova real quick. And we'll throw some roaches in a cup for his little lady because she doesn't like to take them off of the tongues. But usually Nova loves to be handed roaches. There you go, Nova. There you go, bud. There you go. There you go, buddy. I'll go ahead and give him a couple roaches. He's absolutely amazing. Andy, the New Guinea forest dragon, is fast becoming one of my favorite lizards. He is amazing, and again, he does roaches really well off of tongues too, so let's see if he'll eat. Come on, Andy, come on down. Come on down. There he comes, there he comes. Oh, yeah. Woo. Yeah, oh my gosh. Look at that dude. Oh my God, he is incredible. I mean, he just came running down the tree to grab it. What a cool, cool lizard. I always love feeding one of my favorite snakes, of course, Perdita. She's looking gorgeous. Girl, you want some food, girl? Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. There you go, sweetie. There you go. There it is. There you go, sweetheart. Let me tell you what, she is as gorgeous as it gets. And again, every time someone comes into the Reptarium and sees her, they just freak out. I mean, she is such a blessing to have. What an absolutely gorgeous snake. And there's this fine line between kind of rushing through and making sure everything eats and trying to get out of here. I need to still be patient enough to make sure the animals are good, everything goes well. You know, you always want to keep an eye on things. I'm not one of these people that think you just kind of throw food in and walk away from it 100%, because you never really know what's going to happen. And watching an animal eat and how they ingest their food is oftentimes a really good sign of how things are health-wise, right? So again, the way they strike, the way they coil, the way they eat, all those things. And every animal is individual, right? So, you know, obviously Sunrise is different than Perdita, but the fact is that you have to kind of know your animal and then see the behavior. And for us here at the Reptarium, with the amount of people that handle these animals, I'm always trying to look for stress levels, right? And oftentimes the way they feed indicates stress levels to me. So it's important for me to still be very attentive when animals are eating like Perdita to make sure she's not stressed out in any way, because if she is, then we shelf her for a while and don't let anyone handle her. But as for now, Perdita is great. She loves to be handled and she loves to eat. Jumper, the Cuban night Anole, usually wants to take super arms, and usually he'll take it right off the tongues. He is absolutely incredible. And again, usually these Cuban night Anoles are pretty aggressive and flighty. This guy's just a puppy dog. I love him to death. Let's see if he wants to eat. There you go, Jumper. Want one? Want one, bud? There you go. There he goes. Absolutely incredible. What a cool animal. Crackle the black-headed python is usually a star when it comes to eating. Come on, buddy. There you go. There you go, buddy. There it is. I tell you what, and you gotta feed these guys a little bit smaller meals. I mean, an animal this size could potentially eat even a small, large rat, but we feed them like small mediums to medium at best because you don't want to overfeed black-headed pythons. I've talked about that in the past. They just get a lot of fatty buildup on the liver and it can actually shorten their life, and it certainly hurts their reproduction. So small meals, consistent meals are the way to go with blackheads. Next up is my boy Ricky, and yeah, he is ready to eat. And we all know that he is a little bit crazy when he eats, so wish me luck. Come on, Ricky. Woo. Come on, little monkey. Oh my gosh, no. Whoa! See, he never hits it. Whoa! Now what do I do? I think I gotta get a snake hook. I can't get close enough to get it. Let's see. All right, hang on. Just gonna get this hook to get the rat far enough away. Ah, there he goes. Whoo! I tell you what, always an adventure with Ricky. He's a great snake, absolutely gorgeous, but he is always a trip. And I'll be honest with you, I think the little bit of pressure of like trying to get this done as quickly as I can is kind of building up a little bit. We're like a half hour in and I've only fed a few animals. I still have a ton of animals to feed. In a way, it's kind of fun because the adrenaline level is up, which always is up when you're feeding anyways, right? So, okay, let's get Ricky back in his cage and we'll move on to the next. You're a crazy, silly monkey, Ricky. The Elber's python just shed and looks absolutely gorgeous. So let's see if he wants to eat for us today. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to because he is looking pretty hyped up right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, he definitely wants to eat. I think we're coming in at about an hour. I'm not quite halfway there yet, so a little bit stressed, but that's okay. That's just the way it is. And I don't want you guys to think like Lori's really going to divorce me if I don't get home in time. But, you know, I do want to try to respect her wishes, you know. Again, we both work so hard, oftentimes 7 days a week for both of us, certainly 7 days a week for me. But Lori's been working 7 days a week for the last 8 or 9 months, too. So, you know, having a day off like this and having some family time, some friend time is important. So I want to respect that wish of hers. But right now, I do have to take a break from feeding because I need to go collect that colubrid clutch next door so I don't forget by the time I'm done here. So let's run over there, collect that clutch, and then we'll get back here and wrap up feeding. As per mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and pull this one clutch today. This is actually that pink-eyed leucistic Texas rat snake. And of course, this is the second clutch. So her first clutch should be hatching relatively soon. Don't run away, mama. It's okay, but just look at how incredible that snake is right there. Of course, that's leucistic, just like all the other leucistic animals, but it has those pink eyes. Weirdly enough, way back in the day, like literally 25, 26 years ago, pink-eyed leucistic Texas rats popped up in the black-eyed leucistic Texas rat kind of lineage without albinos popping up first. So there weren't like normal albino Texas rats. Literally, they popped out of leucistics, which I find really weird. And all these years later, they're still around. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are breeding them. And this is the first time we bred pink-eyed leucistics in probably, I don't know, 15 or 18 years. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen. And again, this is a second clutch. It looks like we have some fertility issues for sure in the clutch. But again, I keep on mentioning that that's very common when it comes to second clutches. We have some good eggs in here though, so that's really good too. Looks like we have 4 4 good eggs for sure. Let's see, is there any other good eggs? Oh yeah, here's a 5th good egg right here. I'll candle these just to make sure that the embryos are on top, because it looks like they got rolled around a little bit. But we definitely had about 50%. We had 2, 4, 6, 7, actually 7 bad eggs, 5 good eggs. Not too bad, again, pretty typical for a second clutch. And that's it for colubrids eggs for the day. Let's get back over and try to bang out the rest of this feeding so I can get home. All right, we're back to feeding, and we're gonna start out with Casper. And Casper definitely is ready to go. And anyone that's been watching this knows that he's an energetic striker, which means that he usually misses the rat and gets really close to biting me. So fingers crossed this goes okay. Whew. All right. That was so sketchy. I mean, you could just see, and the way I was holding it because of this camera on here, my hand is literally just like 6 inches away from his mouth. I knew if he was gonna miss that rat, I was in trouble, but he did good this time, so good job, Casper. Next up, we have Sunfire here. She is out from her perch. She was perched way up top, but you know, these animals are smelling the rodents now, and they're just like coming out like crazy. This way. This way. Come on, girl. There it is. Nice job, girl. All right. I tell you what, she just gets prettier and prettier as she goes here. I mean, just look at that animal right there. Whoo! Man, I wish she'd start eating rabbits, because once she starts pumping up, she is going to be breathtaking when she's another 100 pounds or so, but we got a ways to go. In the meantime, she is absolutely a great animal. This is a snake I really don't know that I've ever really introduced you guys properly to, and I haven't fed on the vlog. This is Mr. Nubbins, which is actually a Dominican mountain boa. Really cool snake. Let's see if he'll eat. There he goes. What a cool snake. I tell you what, that's just a really cool animal. I absolutely love him. And as I'm kind of struggling through here with, by the way, about a half hour to go, and Lori just called me about 10 minutes ago, asked me where I was at. She didn't sound too happy with the fact that I said, I'm still feeding snakes. She was like, please get home. I just want you home to get ready for this party. And basically that's what it is. We're having just a little picnic and a hangover and stuff like that. Nothing really extravagant, just kind of a bunch of people, the crew, a bunch of other friends and stuff like that coming over, hanging out tonight. Again, we really need kind of an afternoon off, evening off. It's a beautiful day outside. Summer is hit, so I'm going to do my absolute best to wrap up. It's definitely getting close, but I think we're going to make it if everything goes absolutely perfect.
All right, guys, just wrapping up here. Feeding day, a lot of little snakes to feed. Nothing makes me more hungry than just a little platter of mice here. I mean, these guys get to eat. I need to eat too, okay?
Next up is Pickles, the Biak green tree python. Oh my God, she is looking absolutely gorgeous and definitely looks like she's gonna eat. She actually was on a strike for probably 4 or 5 months where she wouldn't feed, but the last month and a half or so, she's been a monster feeding. And there she goes. She took that with no problem at all. What a gorgeous snake. Again, everything at the zoo has to get fed today, so off to feed the alligators. I always love this part of the day. Last snake that I have to feed, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm about 10 minutes behind schedule, but I still can make it home in time. Let's hope this snake eats. An albino Darwin's carpet python, absolutely incredible. Sometimes it eats, sometimes it doesn't eat frozen, so we'll see where it goes, and then we can wrap up and get out of here. So last snake, hopefully will eat. And that was a no-go on the albino carpet. Again, it gets a little bit tricky, but I'm just gonna go ahead and find something to eat this last rat and get the heck out of here. I'll probably check in BHB really quick, and then I'll go ahead and head home. I'm sure Lori will be surprised that I'm almost on time. All right, all set over here. Gonna go ahead, get things locked up, all set and ready to go, get home to the house and have a good afternoon. And I made it home. Where's Lori?
Finally.
She's gone? All right.
Where's the propane at?
Where's the beer?
Okay, so obviously some people showed up by the time I was back, but I don't know where Lori is, so I'll go find her, make sure she's not mad at me for being late.
I don't know.
Lori, I'm home.
I'm glad you made it. Everybody else is here.
I know. You guys, you're all cooked up or what?
No, you had the propane.
Okay. Oops, I had the propane tank. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get the grill started and get this party started. As the evening's winding down, we're just going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of the night. Definitely a very awesome afternoon. I'm glad that I took the time. Had a really good time. I think Lori was happy that I was here too. So, but you know, I'm always wanting to just work and be with my animals. So it was good though. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's kind of crazy challenge to try to feed the animals so quickly. Definitely a challenge for me. That was one of the craziest days I've ever had feeding, but it all went really successful. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.